Northcote Primary School is quite an old school and has a little bit of a different demographic than perhaps some of the schools in the Northern Metropolitan region, more because our SFO data places us in the 80th percentile, so we have a lot of parents with tertiary qualifications, they're highly professional, and a lot of them are involved in that's when we converted it over, that's not my fault. Involved in the arts, performance and visual. So we have a lot of support from our parents, but only a small percentage of children coming with parents who have EMA, and a fairly low percentage with language other than English background. And even some of the children coming in with that have also got very professional parents. So it just makes our population an interesting one to work with. It's a well-established school. We have approximately 240 students, and we have children who actually travel some distance to get to school. Our grade 5-6 students are generally very enthusiastic learners, and we were really, really happy with our attitude to school survey results, and from that you can see that we have a lot of results in the fourth quarter, which we're very happy with. That is a huge improvement on previous years, and that's why I'm showing it off. What we did. We've kind of had an interesting journey, I guess, the journey thing, because we had numeracy really as a high priority last year and had highlighted it earlier the year before. So last year was a huge focus on numeracy. We looked at the things that worked well in the literacy block, which had caused us to have big improvements in literacy, and we decided to do some of those things in numeracy as well. So coming in, I didn't do the literacy training until second term. So by second term this year, we were looking at the fact that, well, our numeracy results have improved dramatically, you know, especially in some basic areas like number. But now, have we sort of forgotten a bit about literacy? So do we need to go back and look at some of the things that were working really well in literacy and just make sure that they're still happening and our results are still improving? So it sort of worked out quite well that I just finished the John Munro training. I was really excited about trying the high reliability procedures, and I started pretty much from the first session having a go at it with my grade 5-6s. They were really enthusiastic, and you're talking about children who are very literate, very eloquent, very outspoken, have lots and lots of opinions, and have generally quite enriched sort of backgrounds. So they then went ahead and modelled. They then went and taught in other classrooms. They would take a whole reading group and teach that teacher and the reading group how to do the 7 high reliability processes. We then had a staff meeting, and I modelled doing the 7 high reliability processes with a group of children. Each teacher was given a summarised guide about the 7 high reliabilities, and I've actually got that as a handout for you. We were having our school improvement group consists of me, who's the learning leader, the principal and the assistant principal. So doing the learning leader job on my own has kind of been, in one way, a little bit of a lonely job, but in another way, I've got lots of support from other learning leaders, you know, you people here, so that's been really good. And we then decided at the school improvement group meeting that what we actually needed to do was a current audit of curriculum practices, so that we could work out where do we help people and where do we go to. So then we decided, once we've done that audit, we actually need to probably have a curriculum day and move on to the things that people need to find out about. So the first curriculum day we introduced the 7 high reliability teaching and learning procedures. Students in grade 5-6 had been practicing them. We had successful lessons being shared between grade 5-6 teachers, kind of the Japanese model. We had the kids really focused in on getting the knowledge ready to the point where they would explain to parents of prospective parents, they would be able to explain very well what they were doing. We were using VCE texts from The Age really quite complicated newspaper articles, and the kids had excellent understanding of what those were about. They really enjoyed using the vocabulary and visualisation. The reading aloud, they now don't edit their own work anymore without reading it aloud, so they're actually using it in their writing as well. And the paraphrasing and synonyms, which they've all really been enjoying, summarising.